tell you something. As long as the requirement is for me to lay on my back and open my legs, a man will never be the prize. Because the requirement is my life. Okay? The requirement is my energy. The requirement is for me to make time for you. I run a whole company. Okay? So if I have to make time for you, if I have to schedule you in, if I have to alter my life, you will never be the prize. And I know my worth so much. That is why it's not about, oh, why can't Kendra get a man? No, honey, why can't a man get Kendra? I ain't never trying to get no man, honey. You got to get me, because I am 1,000% whole, good, and thriving. And I am proof that this notion of without a man you will not be happy, that is the brainwashedness that they want women to feel, because they want you to feel like, oh, you have everything but a man. Thank God. Like, sometimes you should say thank God to that prayer. See, a woman, when she really knows her worth, she knows what she brings to a relationship. So you can't manipulate her giving that greatness to you because you think you great. I think the hell not. You ain't got enough money in the bank for my life. Your penis is not big enough for the sacrifice for my life. There ain't an access you can give me that I cannot get on my own that is worth the sacrifice of my life. And that's just a fact. I'm not trying to flex. I'm just telling you what I know. And I've known that my entire life. My life represents that like it's non-negotiable. You can see it now. But when I didn't have a pot to piss in, okay? When I had nothing but a dream and a hustle, I had that same mentality. So you're never going to get the advice from me, it is better to have a man than not to have a man. You're not getting that advice from me.
It sounds to me, and I'm just going to first off, my original statement is, Kendra G, I don't want to call her an idiot, but I feel like she's trying to cope for missing out on the train, the chosen train. So her when she talks, she tries to make it seem like, oh, I chose this path, which she probably did. Like, she chose career over family, and instead of just saying, I made a mistake, I want a family, but now I'm getting older, but I'm at a level where I can convince people that, oh, you can be like me and you don't need a family. You can just make money. Like, you know, she got that boss chick mentality. I feel like she's trying to cope and make people feel like try to convince people that she's happy when she's really not. But, I mean, she does sound dumb, because it's like, it always boils down to when they're not chosen, they always say, oh, he don't got enough money, or his thing isn't big enough. And it's like, that's the only two things that they can use really against men. That's all they got. That's their only ammunition. And I just miss the days of where nobody really felt like a prize. It was just, I like you, you like me. Let's get together and start a family. I just miss the days where it was like, because I remember in a Chris Rock special, he was talking about, in Chris Rock's Tambourine special, he's just like, Dad would go to work, didn't have to talk to Mom, didn't have to see Mom on social media. Like, Dad goes to work and didn't know what happened to his family until he got home. Like, those were the good old, like, I'm gonna be honest, those were the good old days where it was just, everything wasn't on camera or had to be recorded. It was just straight up life. We were living life. Like, that's how my mom and dad were. My mom and dad, it was literally from school, from 6 in the morning till we got out of school. It was mom duty. Then about 3:30 when we get out of school, and about 4 o'clock, Dad comes home, and Dad either were watching a movie or whatever. But it was just family. And it's like, women like Kendra are programmed to just think that family is the worst thing in the world. And it's crazy, because it's not. That's the prize. It's not a man is a prize or a woman is a prize. And now, I will say, if somebody decides to watch our archives there is an episode where we do talk about men are the prize, but we were saying it in a way of men go through so much, but we don't vocalize it. We just deal with it until we get through. That's why that's where me and my crew were talking. The Iconic Podcast were talking about how men are the prize. But as like life goes on, like as you know, we keep doing it. We've been doing this for a year now, and it's like you have some realization. You're like, nah, family is the prize. The fact that you can found somebody that goes, I want to continue your legacy, your bloodline. That's the ultimate prize to me. And Kendra sounds like she's mad because nobody said, hey, I want you to continue my bloodline. So now she's saying, oh, it's not, I want to pick whose bloodline. Which women have that right. They can do that. But when you're just nitpicking, and it sounds to me like Kendra just nitpicked until nobody's available. Now she's like, well, the only thing I can do is just make money. I'm almost 50, so I'm going to just make money until I could just give my money to somebody else. I don't know. Or until she finds a lucky stud or a lucky stallion that just goes, you know what, I just want you for a Madonna situation. Or a Cher situation where Kendra's 73 and he's 29. But that's where she's going to end up because she's just so nitpicking, but she's not happy about it. And that's the thing with women is like a lot of women just aren't happy because they're not chosen or they didn't fall for they're a lot of women like Kendra they're not happy because it's like, yo, you're not on the man that you want, you're not on his radar. And when she talks about this, it's like, because she makes it seem like finding somebody, giving them a child, laying down with them, like all that stuff. She makes it seem like a chore. Like, oh, I have to do it. It's like, no. Like, that type of stuff is just when you meet somebody and y'all connect, then it trickles down. And that's what she's missing out on. She doesn't know what it's like to have something trickle down to the point where you build something from it. And it shouldn't just be either they're the prize or I'm the prize or she's the prize. It's just, no. To me, family's the prize. And that's my take.